Hi guys, welcome back. And today in this video, we're going to talk about how you can generate complete code, like end-to-end code with just a command using Playwright MCP Server. So we're going to use the power of the Claude model and the power of the MCP server, like Playwright MCP Server, to generate the code, not only just executing the code, but also generating the code, also including the complete setup of the Playwright from the top to bottom. And you don't even have to write anything for that matter. It's all going to be happening with just one single prompt. So I'm going to show you how it can be done. So basically, you have to have the Playwright MCP server configured within your Visual Studio Code. And if you have not configured it, I'll also show you this particular video. And if you have really not used this before, I highly recommend you to use this because this is amazing. So you need to go to this execute automation repository over here, and you see that we have got this MCP Playwright. This is the Playwright MCP server, which I'm going to be using over here. And if you just scroll down a bit, you can see that we have got this option called as install server. This is gonna be the place where you can install the MCP server within your Visual Studio Code. It's very easy, as straightforward as that. And then once you're done, the installation is done, to be honest. And I'll also show you that this particular MCP server has got a lot of feature. It also generates the code for you by default. So if you go to the Playwright MCP server tutorial over here, you should see that we have got an option to go and work with a lot of tools for UI testing, for API testing, and also to generate the code that you're looking for, right? I'm not going to go into the documentation because I've talked about this particular tool a lot of time within our execute automation YouTube channel. So I'm just going to ignore that for now. So I'm just going to go into my terminal over here, and let me go to one of my directory, which is this one, and I'm gonna create a directory called as test using MCP, something like that, and I'm gonna open Visual Studio Code. That's it. This is the only thing that I'm gonna do. We don't really have even a single line of code at the moment over here. As you can see, the left hand side is quite empty. And you can also notice that I have got the Copilot chat over here, and also it's in agent mode. So make sure that you install this particular extension. If you have not, I will highly recommend you to also install that. Not recommend, you need to for this particular video and to follow along. You need to have this GitHub Copilot and the GitHub Copilot chat. This is free. You can install that as you can see over here. But the moment you install it, it's going to appear over here in your Visual Studio Code. And then you need to see that we're going to have these agents enabled. So you should be in the agent mode, not the ask or edit mode. So make sure that you are in the agent mode, and then you need to add the tools. So this is the tools that you are seeing over here. That tool is going to be the MCP server tool that we're going to be working with. So I'm going to go click this tool, and you see that by default I have selected with the 131 tools. These are the built-in tools, and these are the tools which is for the GitHub MCP servers. I'm going to just ignore it for now. I don't even need it. I've just come down a bit. I have got some more like the test sprite MCP server. I already talked about that in my YouTube channel. So if you have not watched it, I highly recommend you to go and watch the test sprite MCP server detail. It is amazing as well. So I'm going to ignore this one as well. We don't even need it for now. I'm not going to work with the MCP SQLite. So I'm going to ignore, just going to leave that for now. Just okay. So we have got 49 tools selected. I'm just going to hit okay. We don't have the Playwright MCP server at the moment, and I'm going to install it from the scratch. The way I'm going to install it is just go to this repository, Playwright MCP server, in the execute automation GitHub repository. And then you just come down a bit, you have got this option called as install server. So once you hit this button over there, like this, it's going to pop up a window saying, do you want to allow this website to open Visual Studio Code? I'm going to say yes. And you'll see this nice little UI saying Playwright. And it's also showing you that this is the type as a studio, which is the stdio operation. And the command is npx, and the arguments are these. This is going to install the Playwright MCP server for you in your Visual Studio Code. Let me show you how. The moment I click this install button, it has already installed. And if you go to the gear symbol over here, and if you hit this start server, you should see here saying 32 tools discovered, which means the tool is already configured in your agent tools over there. So now I click this configure tools. The last time I was showing you 52 tools. Now it's saying 82 tools. The reason why is because we have got the Playwright MCP server configured and up and running, and also it's been selected, as you can see over here. See, this is how smooth and easy and seamless it is to install a Playwright MCP server in your Visual Studio Code. Amazing. So we have done that part, which is good. So the installation part is over. Now the fun time is going to be writing the code, right? So I have got my application, which is this guy. And in order to work with this application, I'm just going to show you how it's going to look like. So this is the application where it's going to create a product by clicking this create button. It's going to enter the product details and stuff. See, I'm going to really test this particular application by creating a product and I'm going to see if the product is being created or not. That's the test I wanted to do. But in order for you to write this test, you can even use the Playwright's code generator tool, which is going to generate the code. You can just use the Playwright code gen, this URL. If you do it, it's going to generate the code and then you can just use it. That's it. If that's your focus for generating the code. But in this video, I'm going to show you not just that generated test code, but also the whole infrastructure like Playwright configurations, Playwright installation files, README files, how you create the package.json file with all the type arguments, and how you set up the run settings, and also that whatever that you need for your testing, everything is going to be there. Apart from that, you're also going to have the test included for that particular operation, not this test, but the permutations and combinations of tests and models and utilities. Everything you can create with one command. If you don't believe me, I'm going to show you how it's going to be done. If I'm going to go to this Visual Studio Code over here, and I'm going to say navigate to the website, this one, and perform creation of the product by clicking the create link and create a product with realistic information, right? That's the one thing which I'm going to give. I'm going to say once done, make sure you generate the code for the tests and they are executable, right? That's what I'm going to give. So basically this is the command and I'm going to ask you can generate the code as well and make sure they are executable. I'm gonna run that. The model which I'm selecting this time is the Claude Sonnet 4 because I'm the premium version. So I'm just gonna use the premium model. But if you're using the standard model, you can use GPT 4.1 for that matter. And see, the moment I click this, send this particular prompt, it's gonna invoke the Playwright Navigate tool, which is part of the Playwright MCP server that we have got. And I'm gonna hit run to continue this operation. So it's gonna bring up this particular website and then it's gonna keep doing everything. So I'm gonna allow for this session for all the tool which is going to be invoked so that it won't prompt me and nag me to say that, you know what, I need to use this tool next time, something like that. So I'm just going to allow everything for that over here. I'll say always allow. See that the code generation session has been started. So it has been invoked over here, which is also one of the tool part of the Playwright MCP server. Now it's doing all of these operations autonomously because I've said allow for this session. So it is just going to keep doing that and allow in this session. So it's going to fill up the product. You see that it's creating a product with the Corsair X9895 RGB Platinum XT Platinum mechanical, premium mechanical keyboard. The price is $199, and then it is going to choose what things it is. The product type is peripheral. It's going to create that particular product, which is amazing. And look at that. So it's going to create the product and it's also going to take the screenshot if the product really exists or not. And finally, it is going to verify if the product does exist on this particular UI. So it looks like it is there. And so it is really happy and it's going to generate the code. Look at that. So this is the part where I was talking about that the code generation is going to happen. And I saw some of the comments from people are saying, hey, Karthik, you know what? This code generation can just be happen even with the Playwright code generation. I 100% agree. This can just be happen even with the code generator of the Playwright, just easy. But the next part is important. Now you just have one thing, which is the test. But for a newbie, like a person who has never used this particular Playwright before, they need to have not just this test, but they also need to have the Playwright configuration to work in different browsers. They also need to have multiple different permutations and combinations of the test, which can be created using the spec file. See that we have got a spec file over here. It says the product management. So it's using the test.describe, which is going to say product management. And then inside the describe, you have got the test method. See, this is amazing, right? This has folded that as well. And then it is writing the test inside it with all of these informations for you over there. And it's going to say test.valid required for this particular URL and for this one. So I know there's only 3 tests for now, but we can ask this guy to create more and more tests. So I'm going to just hit continue. I'm going to let the tests to be created. So look at that. We have got the tests folder. I think what it's going to do right now is going to move the product creations spec into the test folder. Look at that. It's done that already. And it has also created a package.json file where it has got the scripts tag, scripts property, where it's going to see all the way that you can run this test. Like just use npm run test. We're just going to run this playwright test. If you say npm run test :headed, it's going to run the test in the headed mode and then the headless mode, debug options, UI, and install of the playwright. So everything is there for you. The setup is also being done. You just think about, like, if you're going to do all of these by yourself, if you're going to be generating the code and then you're going to do with the playwright code generation, these things are never going to happen. But in here, you are going to be doing all of these with the power of the Claude Sonnet 4, which is going to do it for you, which is fabulous. And it is already generating the code, which is even mind-blowing. And you can notice that it also generated the playwright config.ts file, which is going to be the defined configuration. So this is the best practices as well, so which has also been implemented over here and showing you how to run these tests. So do that for the Chromium browsers and Firefox browsers. So all the setup is also there. And if you also want the web server to be executed, you can also tell that in the prompt to do that. But for now, I'm not going to do it, so I'm just going to ignore that. And look at that. Now it has done all of these for you. It has also added a README file, like how this is going to work, the TS configuration files as well. And now finally, it is going to run the test for us as well. See that npx playwright test -- list. So it is gonna show all the tests over here. Do you see that the test is even being executed for us, and it's also completed? It's also now creating a run test.sh file so that you can just run that run test.sh file, the shell script file, so that you don't even have to use the command or something like that. Just run the run test.sh file, which can be used while you run them in the Docker container. See, look at that. So everything is created, guys. Like, see, it says like navigate to the website, create a new product, verify the product, and also it has generated a comprehensive test suite with the project setup files and how you need to run it. And this is the project setup. And now if you want to go a level further to say, like, I want to run this in a Docker container, and then I have to connect with the external storage, also store the video files or test file reports so that it can be accessed from the host. You can also tell that, and it's going to be generated for you as well. This is mind-blowing, right? So this is all you can do using the Playwright MCP server and with the power of the Claude Sonnet 4 models, which is doing everything for you. I can't say that only the Playwright MCP server is doing it for you. It's the Claude Sonnet as well, which is doing a lot of jobs for you. So that's it, guys. This is how we can write our own test suite completely from the ground up using Playwright MCP server and with the power of the Claude in GitHub Copilot. Once again, thank you so much for watching this video. Catch you in the next one.